This story shows what happens when a boy gains superpower. So the special thing about his power is that whatever he feels, others around him feel the same. At first, he tries to understand and control these powers, but gradually, things spiral out of his control. Will he be able to use his powers for good? Stay with us in this video to find out. The story begins with an old man performing a ritual near a grave. Suddenly, he gets a powerful jolt that throws him back. When he gets up, he realizes that his ritual is complete and he has gained new powers. The scene shifts, and we meet the main character of this film, Kelly. Kelly suffers from a strange condition. He has a compulsion to eat paper. He visits a store for shopping, where he runs into some of his classmates. They start mocking him. At that moment, his childhood friend Domini arrives and tries to stop the boys. However, they get angrier and throw Kelly into a garbage bin. Domini then bravely drives them away. Domini feels bad about what happened and offers Kelly a ride to school, but her friend stops her, saying that Kelly just fell into the trash, and they don't want their car dirty. When Kelly reaches school, he finds out that the video of him being thrown into the garbage has gone viral. Everyone is making fun of him. At home, Kelly's mother asks him about his day. Kelly tells her that he spoke to Domini today. Smiling, his mother says they are good friends, and Kelly should ask Domini out. Perhaps she also likes him. The scene returns to the grave, where a man named Riddle arrives. Those powers actually belonged to his ancestors, and his task is to retrieve them. Meanwhile, Kelly's paper-eating habit is worsening his health. Concerned, his mother calls a doctor. The doctor suggests that Kelly might have a psychological issue due to the absence of a male figure in the house. The doctor secretly likes Kelly's mother and tries to impress her. We are then introduced to an old man named Buffalo Egger, who gathers people and boasts that he has powers to make everyone feel good. An old woman, struggling with severe leg pain, approaches him. Buffalo Egger absorbs all her pain, leaving her relieved. Seeing this, people praise him. Kelly's mother witnesses this and wonders if Buffalo Egger could help her son. She invites him home. Riddle, however, warns Buffalo Egger that these powers are dangerous and originally belonged to his ancestors. He demands them back, but Buffalo Egger refuses, enjoying the powers. When Buffalo Egger visits Kelly, he touches him and suddenly suffers a severe headache. The pain intensifies with another touch, leading to Buffalo Egger's death. At that moment, all his powers transfer to Kelly. The next day, while fixing his bicycle, Kelly cuts his hand, but the wound heals instantly. He realizes that he now has special powers. Later, when his mother, exhausted from her night shift, hugs him, her fatigue vanishes instantly. Kelly meets Domini and her friend Ellie in town. Domini remarks that Kelly seems different today. Then, Rocky, one of the bullies, shows up and punches Kelly, but the punch hurts Rocky instead. Furious, Rocky tries hitting Kelly again but ends up injuring himself. Kelly happily mocks Rocky, saying he can try hitting him anytime. Rocky storms off angrily. Later, Kelly sees a job vacancy and starts working. Excited, he shares everything with his mom. But that night, Rocky and his father show up, falsely accusing Kelly of attacking Rocky. Rocky even confesses, but Kelly's mother lashes out, blaming Rocky's father for not controlling his son and throws them out. Kelly tells his mother about his powers and demonstrates by hurting himself, but his mother feels the pain. Shocked, she agrees to let Kelly experiment with his powers in secret. The next day at school, Kelly sees Domini's rubber band and recalls seeing it in a dream, along with Domini's friend Sarah. Domini and Sarah also sense something unusual but can't understand it. Kelly walks out confused. At night, during a student party, Domini's ex-boyfriend Nelson grabs her. Kelly, furious, tells him to stop. Nelson mocks him and threatens to uncover Kelly's secret. After the party, Nelson and his friends attack Kelly. He falls in front of a car, but nothing happens to him. Instead, the driver dies instantly. Kelly is terrified, realizing how dangerous his powers are. Domini and her friends arrive. Kelly confides in her. Soon, the police and Kelly's mother arrive. Witnesses blame Kelly for the accident, but the officer dismisses it as an accident and closes the case. Meanwhile, Riddle performs a ritual at Buffalo Egger's grave. At school, Nelson and his friends watch Kelly closely, seeking revenge. Domini hopes Kelly will ask her out. Eventually, he does, and she agrees. Riddle meets Kelly at his workplace and confirms that Kelly now possesses all of Buffalo-Egger's powers. One night, as Kelly goes to buy medicine, Nelson and his gang chain his mother's trailer, causing it to collapse and leak gas. His mother is trapped, and a lamp falls, starting a fire. An explosion kills her. By the time Kelly returns, it's too late. The police assume Kelly is also dead but later realize he's unharmed. Riddle warns the sheriff that their ancestors' powers now live inside Kelly, but the sheriff ignores him. At the funeral, Domini comforts Kelly. After everyone leaves, Kelly visits his mother's grave, picks up a leaf, eats it, and feels sick. Sarah secretly observes him. Now in foster care, Kelly realizes Nelson was behind his mother's death. Enraged, he chases Nelson and his friends to a river. Kelly grabs one guy's shirt, wraps it around his neck, and chokes him to death. Kelly warns the rest he won't spare them. The police arrive, forcing Kelly to flee. Nelson informs everyone about the incident. Domini, not believing Kelly can kill, confronts him. Kelly confesses everything. Domini urges him not to kill, believing his mother would never have wanted that. The next day, in class, Kelly mocks Nelson's gang. One tries to attack him, but Nelson stops him. Later in the chemistry lab, Nelson's friend throws acid at Kelly, but it accidentally lands on another friend's face, killing him. Domini, furious, blames Kelly. Sarah approaches Nelson, offering to help him avenge their friend. Knowing Kelly's weakness, they gather magical leaves, make a liquid, and fill it in gas cans. During practice the next day, a police officer warns everyone. Kelly arrives with a drilling machine and demands Nelson confess. Nelson refuses. Kelly then drills himself, but the pain transfers to Nelson. Domini arrives just as Nelson prepares to use the liquid. A broken bar. Story continues.